Hi you guys, this is Mital and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do my Nykaa Pink Friday sale haul. I know I'm quite late to the party, but I had a few other videos to push off, and plus I was sick last week, so I could not film this video for you guys. But finally I'm here and I'm gonna share some things that I got. I didn't buy a lot of stuff, even though a lot of money went away, but I just was careful to buy stuff which I really needed. So it's stuff that either I did not have or I had to like repurchase, in the sense that जो मैं use कर रही थी वो खत्म हो गया था. So we'll quickly get into it. Let's start up with makeup first. Okay, so the first thing that we have here is this Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect Makeup Primer. Now, if you know me and if you know how I do my makeup, I have been away from primer since a very long time. I would say since almost 2 years I've stopped using primer. So the first primer that I used was a silicone based primer, and I was not at all happy with it. My makeup just slipped off in a few hours, especially around my nose and my T-zone, because oil and that primer and everything, it was just slipped the makeup off. And I was like, you know what, I don't think my skin needs primer. So I always went on to moisturizers and illuminating, stroke creams and stuff to use as a primer, instead of like a blurring or a smoothing primer or a silicone based primer. But I've seen a lot of people use this Lakme one, and also I was eyeing the Elf putty primer, but again that's like way too expensive. So like, you know what, let me give this a shot if I really want to start up with primers. And especially since it comes in this tiny tube, it's very easy to finish and use. And with primers you don't need a lot of quantity, so I feel like even this is going to last me a very long time. It's a pore blurring primer. Now this comes in two variants. It comes in a gel, which is like a proper silicone base, and this is the Blur Perfect Primer, which is gonna blur, smoothen out your skin tone, like even out your skin tone, and help your makeup stay longer. This is more like, that sunscreen wala silicone texture rather than a gel texture. So I feel like I prefer this one much better, and yeah, I really like this one. Next up we have a blush. This is the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 50, called Wine. Now if you know, or I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but when I went to my Karjat trip, my Maybelline and my only blush that I was using since so many years, and I loved that product, and there was still so much left inside it, that completely broke down. And I was like, you know what, it's time, this blush needs to go. It's been years since I've been using this. So since then, that was the only powder blush and the only blush that I had. And then I switched back to like cream and liquid blushes. So I had the two from Flower Beauty ones, and then I had the Love Earth ka cream like multi-pot. So I was using that, and I was like, you know what, I really need a powder blush, because if you're on the go and stuff, you need a powder product. So I was like, let me just try and get my hands on some. But the only thing was, it was very difficult to choose shades online because I was not able to get the correct one, and I really wanted like some coral and earthy tones. And I was like, this is something that is similar to what I am looking for, and it's something that I'm wearing on my cheeks right now as well. It is a buildable blush, so you can build it up and have like this proper like wine corally shade. I'll swatch it for you guys. So this is what it looks like. It's a very beautiful shade. It does have shimmer pigments, but when you apply it on the cheeks, it does not transfer as such. So I really like this one, and I'm really happy with my purchase. Next up, we have the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, and I have the shade 003 Sunset. Now, I've been using the Sugar Bronzer in the shade 02 Woody Wonder since the longest time, and I've already hit pan on that one. It is such a beautiful bronzer, blends so smoothly and so nicely, but I feel like it's just showing up on my skin. Like, wo product is made for skin tones which are of similar to mine or lighter, and not for darker ones, and it just shows up on my skin. Like, I'm wearing it today, you can see like just show up ho raha hai, dark nahi hai ya kuch bhi nahi hai. So I was like, you know what, I really need to experiment and try more products. And bronzers, you guys, are so expensive. Like, I went on Nykaa to search out for good bronzers, and they start off at like 500, 600. I'm like, oh my god, that's expensive for a bronzer. But then this Rimmel one was on a great offer, so I got this one. Now I think they have 4 or 5 shades, and I think this is like the second or third last darkest shade, and still like this is a shade that is just gonna suit my skin. I'll swatch it for you guys. I don't know if you can make out, but this is the shade right here, and you can see it's like quite light. So if you are someone who's of a deeper skin tone as compared to me, you might want to go a shade darker, or I don't know if like this range is good for you. You might want to go to bronzers that have like a wide variety of skin tones available for them, but this one like works perfectly. It's much darker than the sugar one. I feel like this is a mixture of warm and cool toned bronzers, and I really like this. It's such a huge quantity as well, very buttery, very smooth to apply, and I'm really happy. So if you're looking for a good bronzer, I think this one is a really good pick. Lastly, we have two lipsticks. The first one is this Insight Matte Lip Ink, and this is in the shade Boujee 23. Now, this is such a beautiful nude shade. I've been searching for a nude lipstick that's like an MLBB shade for me since a very long time, and I think I've finally found one. I'll swatch it for you guys. If you are someone who's of my skin tone or lighter, this is the perfect nude shade that is gonna suit your skin. I'm wearing it on my lips right now as well, though I have like a brown lip liner, so काफी थोड़ा dark लग रहा होगा. But this is what the swatch looks like, and it is such a beautiful nude shade. A very comfortable formula, dries down matte. It's transfer proof, not drying on the lips. Really like it. The only thing is the funky smell, which I am not a fan of, but the shade is absolutely stunning. Next up, we have the Swiss Beauty Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade 31 Sizzling. Now, this is like a dark pink mauve shade. This is how it swatches like the bottom one, and it looks absolutely beautiful on the lips. It is transfer proof. It's a little bit drying as compared to the Insight one, but very pigmented, stays on for really long, and quite affordable. Both of them I think are around like 100 rupees, so they are quite affordable, and I really like them. So yeah, those are all the makeup products that I bought, and I just have some few like skincare, body care, hair care products, so I'm gonna share that with you guys. The first one is a face wash. This is the Globus Glycolic and Salicylic Acid face wash. I've heard a lot of people talk good about this face wash. It's a chemical exfoliator based face wash, and I've been switching back to like my OG routine with chemical exfoliation and niacinamide. So I've been hearing really good stuff about this one, and it's quite affordable. Now this one I think retailed for 195 rupees, but sale pay of course I got it on a discount, and I'm really excited. अभी ये packed है, मैंने use नहीं किया है, but I'm gonna use this and let you guys know like if this one works, then oh my god, it's gonna be a blessing under a budget. Next we have a restock. This is the Nivea Milk Delight face wash in the turmeric version. This time I got the 100 ml one. Now I have a full in-depth review about this face wash. I will link it up here like somewhere for you guys, but I really like this face wash, and I'm running out of my both AM and PM face wash, so that is why I got two of them. Lastly, we have a hair product. This is the Streaks Professional Vitariche Gloss Hair Serum. Now this one is like a 45 ml one, but quite like ये quantity मुझे काफी चल जाएगा. You don't need a lot of hair serum. Plus it comes in a pump packaging, which is like great thumbs up. It smells beautiful. I've been using the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil, but I was like, I want to try different products, so I thought I will give this one a try because I've heard good reviews about this one. Used it once or twice, smells good, but I don't know how it works, so I do want to give it more tries, and then I'll tell you guys how it worked for me. But with that, we come to an end of this video. Those are the products that I got. I will link everything down in the description box below for you guys to check out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.